I've got my podcasts.
Watch companion.
Totem.
All right, watch buddy.
Hey.
So we're going to be on Facebook Live, Dave?
Yeah, we're on Facebook Live, and then also on YouTube. I was having issues with it last night, but I think I got it fixed.
Oh, yeah, I see that we are live now.
Awesome. Yeah. So, hi everybody. Getting everything set up. Anybody's watching? Hello, hello. Okay, yep. So we're live on Facebook. Let's check our YouTube. Yeah, so everybody watching along, you'll have to go to Hulu or IMDb TV. Or if you have DVDs, watch it on there. But we can't. We don't have the licensing to stream. Any of ABC's lost, so you have to watch it on your own. Or just watch us talk about it. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, you could just watch us reacting to stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of Chad mumbling under his breath. This fucking show. Oh, also, explicit content warning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I don't know.
I
To me,
wasn't
the more
sure if that was coming, and I was like, oh, I need it.
Yeah.
I mean, David talks about jizz way too much for us not to have an explicit content warning.
Let everybody know
That
about
could be
that.
in a metaphor context.
Yeah.
Is it? What is?
No,
I guess it's semen, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the doctors refer to it as jizz.
yeah.
Right. How often do you think that gets written down in like the first draft of a CSI script? I guess it's semen.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it too closely, but
They're just a really casual screenwriter for
Yeah.
CSI. It was like, so the
well, it's like
jizz.
spec scripts, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, so got the scene where you said the jizz is everywhere?
the jizz is everywhere. Oh my God,
That's-
it's like The Shining.
That's the intro to any CSI. That's what you hear the main character say before like they do the intro, like the jizz is up or something dumb like that.
See,
If
I
they
was
have,
just thinking it would be like an altered clip of B movie, but instead of saying you like jazz, it's like you like jizz.
Yeah. Or it's in like medical situations, like we got your test results back, and your jizz is just not it's
Or it
negative.
could be in a Star Wars context,
Yeah.
right? You have Vigor and Dan and the Modal Nodes, the Cantina Band. That music, the genre of that music is called jizz music.
It's they're jizz whalers.
Exactly, jizz whalers.
Yeah.
That's also the sound I make whenever
Yeah.
I come, by the way.
Okay,
I
everybody.
would have expected you to do a musical number like, and all that jizz.
So for everyone watching along, we're going to hit start soon. I'm going to put a timer up here so everyone can be on the same page. Which, everyone on the watching live can see it. So everybody, get ready to hit play. Okay, we go in 3, 2, 1. Starting the episode. Where's my timer? I can see it.
Wow, that ABC intro music is a lot louder than I expected.
Oh.
Okay, see,
Okay.
Oops, there.
Yes.
And by that's the sound I make when I come. I mean, I sing. I like to sing the Mos Eisley Cantina song afterwards. Thank you for having sex with me. Sorry it wasn't very good. Promise I'll be better next time.
Yeah, watching previously ons, I didn't get this experience the first time that we were watching Lost because we're watching it backwards and they wouldn't let me watch previous
Yeah,
ones.
I think we did
They
it
didn't
for.
let you watch the previously on.
We did it for a while till we realized.
It'd be like previews.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would
of
be
the
like a
next
trailer.
episode.
Yeah.
A trailer.
it's just nothing but spoilers.
Man, okay, so I the only episode of Lost that I've watched was the one that I watched for your podcast like years ago.
Right.
But but I did my research, right?
Yeah.
I went and I watched like 15 different fan-made music videos. Well,
Were they all shipper
exclusively.
videos?
Well, they were exclusively to the song of Coldplay's "Fix You."
Oh, jeez. That sounds 100% like what people would make the soundtrack of this show to be.
Mhm.
So, see, this aligns very nicely with the Coldplay "Fix You" version of Lost, which is mostly like dirty people looking longingly at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would map to the things I like least about the show.
Chad
Wait,
hates
things
dirty
like-
people. He's very into
There's a
cleanliness.
lot of longing glances
Yeah.
where I'm just like, just fucking do something.
That's what being in a relationship is like, Chad. It's a lot of waiting for someone else to do something.
See, this is my worst nightmare. Not a plane crash, but some stranger talking to me on a plane.
Across the aisle, you're not even sitting next to each other.
Right? Like, he is in the dream position of he has his own aisle, there's nobody next to him, and yet somebody from the other seat is like, alright. Also, a little condescending,
Yeah.
right? She's like, it's normal. It's like, doesn't mean it's not scary.
Yeah.
Normal things are very scary, like talking to other people.
Yeah. And death is like the most normal thing. 'Cause everybody does it. Yeah, so this is the I think this is the plane ride in the alternate universe, right, that we're watching. That's how the episode starts off.
Landing.
Yeah.
Or did we?
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember, I think I talked to this on the episode when we watched it the first time, but like when they would do the season premieres on the beach in Waikiki, I made it out to that for this last season. So I watched it.
I remember those.
Yeah. But we got there a little late, so there was no room on to see it from the front of the screen, but you can watch from behind the screen. You just have to, everything's just mirror reversed, like it's a weird bootleg. AJ's video dropped out. Oh, there he is.
Oh, sorry.
That's how they should have had the whole season 6 in the Sideways Reality. Just reverse
Ooh,
everything.
yeah, everything was just mirror image. Because here he is looking into a mirror, Jack looking into a mirror, seeing his bloody neck for we don't know why.
I mean, that's just a hickey, right? Like,
That's a very aggressive hickey.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, when they start drawing blood doing that, that's when you know that you're in for a good time. Or
Then
bad
it's a
time,
vampire.
depending.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we've all played Vampire the Last Masquerade, right? When we've all gotten a little too into it, gone down into some steam tunnels below a state university, gotten lost, maybe died. It's just part of
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah, it's the sophomore college experience.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Vampire the Masquerade is one of those things where, like, I've read about it a lot, about the lore and the rules and things, but never played it. Kind of like how
It's
I've been
okay,
with...
a lot of the lore's stupid.
Yeah.
I've definitely played Vampire the Last Masquerade. I played I believe a werewolf that was based off of Terrell Owens. And by based off of Terrell Owens, I do mean his name was Terrell Owens, and he played for the Philadelphia Eagles. Because, like, I just loved the idea of, like, no, I'm gonna play a real person who is famous and also a werewolf.
So this was well before the crying my quarterback meme, right?
No, this was well after.
Oh,
This, because I believe, or actually, it wasn't Vampire the Last Massacre, I think we were playing Werewolf or White Wolf, but it's all like the same universe, right?
Werewolf.
It's just
Apocalypse, I think.
yeah, it's just like which side are you on, vampires or werewolves? And this is in like 2012. So like long after the NFL had retired Terrell Owens, like. But I believe the game takes place in the 90s because it's made in the 90s.
Nice. It's weird that vampires get to have a masquerade, but werewolves have to have an apocalypse. Oh, so we just saw on the episode that the whole island's
Dharma
underwater,
shark.
and there's a Dharma shark swimming around.
The Dharma shark. Oh my
It's my
God.
favorite unexplained thing about this show.
Yeah.
Why a shark has a Dharma tramp step?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
And now we're back into a previously on, I think. Watching.
Yeah, wait a second. This just looks like the same previously on.
Yeah, it just had to reset that we were flashing back to the 70s, I guess, to show her blowing up the bomb. And now we're going to see what happens after the bomb explodes. Which is an eye-opening.
Are we having a flashback?
I think so, because we have watched this together before.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, it's eyeballs.
Yeah.
That's what this show is about. Longing glances of dirty people and eyeballs.
Exactly. How do you,
No.
like, wake up and forget you were in a tree?
No, it's because she was blown into an alternate reality tree.
Oh.
It's not something that you usually expect to happen. Also,
No.
we've all
Yeah.
had those nights, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You
When you
too
wake
many
up in a
drinks?
tree, of course.
Yeah. Or under a
Sure,
tree.
You meet a dryad at a bar, right? Like,
It's like that's just the first step in getting the party together.
Yeah.
I had actually opened up a Google window because I wanted to look something up, but I've forgotten what it is.
So,
Oh, yeah, that's right. What
Right.
all of the subtitles for White Wolf games are.
Yeah.
you know, there was a dryad in my high school, and I spent just about my entire junior year pining for her.
oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't funny.
I
Believe me.
didn't realize it was a pun.
Right.
Like, I was trying to figure out what it was that someone like ran into the water. One of those Greek myths.
Oh,
Naiads, right?
maybe. That's too much of a deep cut for me. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Probably.
Yeah, I bet that's true.
Whatever. Zeus plus someone. That's the main takeaway from Greek mythology.
No.
Back to the Future. I don't know whether.
So,
Oh yes, giant hole.
yeah.
I mean, in Javanese mythology, there's a queen named Nyai Roro Kidul who lives in the southern seas of Jawa who eats people and drags men down to be her consorts.
No. I'm sure that's what you were thinking of, Chad.
Yeah.
That's what you were thinking of, right?
I feel like that's sort of a universal thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone had underwater queens.
Right. That's why, like, much like people in Java, right? You just never wear green to the beach because that's her color and it'll attract her.
All right, so throwing out my old board shorts. Got it. That's a joke. I don't ever go to the beach. I'm very pale.
Well, it's gross and foggy outside right now, so no one should be going to the beach.
Oh man,
I
yeah,
can't
it is.
even see the beach anymore.
No.
Like, normally I can see where the ocean is, but it's raining hard enough that I can't.
Yeah, it's great out here.
Okay, so Matthew Fox,
Yeah.
in Lost, is he like a bad person like in real life, or is he just like fine?
He's supposed to be like the main good guy character,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
and he occasionally does bad things for good reasons,
Yeah.
and occasionally does bad things for bad reasons.
To be
Yeah.
fair, that might be like the real Matthew Fox. He might think that he punched that lady party bus driver in the junk for a really good
I
reason.
remember that story. Holy crap.
I don't remember that story.
That thing was in the news. Yeah.
I feel like he probably didn't have a good reason, but he might have thought that he did.
That is,
Everyone
yeah.
thinks that they have a good reason when they're drunken.
Yeah. Like, has not one of us thought about punching out a bus driver? Well,
No, I
Yeah, I
love
haven't had that
respect
thought.
bus drivers.
yeah.
I fear them, right? Like anybody with any modicum of authority, I just have an immediate fear of. Because I feel like enough like YouTube videos have shown me that bus drivers will yell at you, which is as a white person, my greatest fear.
Getting yelled at by a bus driver?
Getting yelled at by anybody. Like I don't actually have anything to be afraid of. So we have to like invent fears.
No, I mean, most white people have managers,
Yeah.
so that's something to worry about. Here we go. Here's the list: Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Mage the Ascension, Wraith the Oblivion, Changeling the Dreaming, Hunter the Reckoning, Mummy the Resurrection, and Demon the Fallen.
Ooh.
The Fallen.
Oh boy.
That's the classic ones from like the 90s and the early 2000s. And then they renamed everything.
Oh.
With Mummy the Resurrection, do you all play as mummies?
Yes, players assume the role of resurrected mummies living in the modern world.
Oh. So like mummies that can like talk and stuff, not like basically zombie mummies.
Mm-hmm. And then they relaunched everything in like 2006 or something. As like Vampire the Requiem, Werewolf the Forsaken, Mage the Awakening, Promethean the Created, Changeling the Lost, Hunter the Vigil, Geist the Sin Eaters, Mummy the Curse, Demon the Descent, and Beast the Primordial.
I hear that White Wolf, the company who published all those games in the 90s, used to have like the most buck wild parties imaginable.
That is so weird. It is like, well, we finished this game, guys. Where's the blow and the hookers? Let's get this done.
No, exactly.
Wow.
So I worked for Fantasy Flight Games for a little bit, and I went to Gen Con with them, right, the big board game thing in Indianapolis, and we went out like bar hopping one night, and we went to this club that was the weirdest club. It was split exactly in half with like a wall between them, and one half of the club was playing like the most like the choicest early 2000s R&B and like rap jams, right? It was all Nelly, Cisco, like I feel like they just played Country Grammar back to back, like straight through. It was amazing. It was amazing, like early Ludacris cuts. It was great. The other half was this weird Matrix style like rave,
No.
where everybody was wearing like somehow like black Jinko jeans with party pockets.
Oh my god.
And had like those like neon dreads that you like braid into your hair that are like tubes somehow that glow. You know what I'm talking about? And
Yes,
everybody
I know
like
exactly.
you know like
Yeah.
raving like they're in the Matrix, and oh my god, like I feel like, have you ever seen like one of those like goth techno raves like really happening? It's dangerous.
Yeah.
People are dancing so hard. I can't imagine like having the energy to do anything that intensely.
That is crazy.
It seriously, it looks like trumping. So its intensity is so high.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I can zoom in on myself.
Oh, hey.
I'm not going to zoom in that closely, though. I don't want to look at myself that badly.
Okay, so this is the guy from the Weezer album, right?
Yes, it absolutely is.
Who
That-
are you talking about?
What?
Didn't like Weezer had an album with this named after this guy, right?
The Hurley?
Hugo Hurley?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know that.
I assume the album was just songs about him or about
Huh.
Lost.
I haven't listened to Weezer since their Green album, I think. So I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Green Album was the one with Beverly Hills, I think.
Yeah.
It's the one where they're already rich and they're singing about how they want to be rich.
They just came out of that time period where I stopped listening to new music. I don't know anything's happened in the last 15 years.
Wait,
Yeah, that's got to happen to like most of folk, right? At
Yeah.
some point, you're just kind of like, this. I got it. I got the music part. This is the music I listen to. I have a buddy that listens to only like '90s hip hop, which is like Tupac and stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I've,
Like,
spent,
we've perfected everything here.
I spent most of the pandemic listening to a bunch of like emo light, just like Fall Out Boy and all of that ilk. All the stuff that back in like 2006, I was like, I hate this. This is all bullshit, man. Like, why can't we go back to grunge? Fuck all
That's
this.
hilarious.
Like feelings bullshit, man.
So, what's your favorite?
long song titles. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, I don't like this. I don't understand it. And now looking back on it 15 years hence, I'm just like, I probably should have been listening to this when it came out because it was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It feels like it's good compared to new music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always going to feel like I probably should have listened to stuff that I hated 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And for those of you wondering what my favorite is, All Time Low, Dear Maria Count Me In. That's the thing I've been listening to the most on that
Ooh.
list.
Look that up.
I am
know.
eternally grateful that like Pro Tools and other like music editing software, music production software was not like widely available when I was in high school,
Oh.
because I definitely would have. I feel like the rap group I was in high school for like 2 months would have definitely tried to release an album on SoundCloud, and that would just be haunting me to this day.
Oh. So
The
just-
group was called The Rapture, which was spelled the rap ? Sure ! Exclamation point. And we were abysmal.
Were you Christian rappers?
Nope,
Were you high conscious
not a single
rappers?
one of us. Were we what?
Were you guys high conscious rappers, where you guys are rapping about your, I don't know,
Our goal was pretty much to like all 16-year-old boys. Our
No.
goal was pretty much to just come up with like the grossest, wildest thing you could say.
right.
The only line that I remember that I had was, "I'll make you look like Afghanistan. I'll fill you with holes and cover you in sand,"
Damn.
which is like the stupidest thing. It's like, wait, this turned from like an Afghanistan war metaphor to like a litter box,
Yeah.
like something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a metaphor saying that you are like poop.
Exactly. I feel like, which one of you three do you think is closest has come closest to getting a face tattoo?
Ooh, a face
Because that's like
tattoo.
the big
Oh.
like rapper thing now, right? Is like a face tattoo.
No.
I guess they do. Well, there's a bunch that have them. Sure.
And everyone that has them has a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't just get one.
Yeah.
Once you get one face tattoo, it's like, well, I don't want to be this asshole with 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like Pringles.
Yeah.
One face
Exactly.
tattoo, you can't stop
Stop
tattooing.
getting them. Yeah. Yeah. It's just that. It's
You know,
crazy.
you go to the tattoo artist, and you're like, can I just get like a tasteful face tattoo? Right.
Like, I don't understand why they don't blend it. Like when you get like a full sleeve and you have like some sort of background thing tying it all together.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. You
You
get
just
like
go
the waves or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Little stars.
You could also go just full Tyson and just get half the face done with some tribal
Yeah,
work.
just giant tribal.
My favorite face tattoo that I've seen on a lot of like SoundCloud rappers lately are like frowny faces.
Oh, what? That's a
Yeah,
thing?
like a little like emoticon frowny faces, or like frowny faces with like little X's for eyes, and it's like you
It
could draw
used to
that on
be-
with a Sharpie, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
If people
I see a
start
lot
just
of
like
people.
putting like strings of emoji across their face, like it's hieroglyphics, I'm just gonna be done.
No.
Done.
But here, the whole thing about that too is it's supposed to be like fear. It's supposed to be fear inspiring, right? The whole idea of it. You get like a teardrop supposed to signify
Yeah.
that you're a murderer.
Yeah.
Now you get like emoticons. What the fuck is that supposed to signify?
Right.
Plus, too, people are putting like, what's that drug?
Xanax.
Xanax. They're putting like Xanax tabs under their eyes. Like at some point, that company's gonna go bankrupt. Well, maybe, I don't know. It's gonna get sued or whatever. Like through this.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you
This-
throw for
this
copyright
opiate crisis.
infringement on Xanax.
Holy crap! Like your Xanax tattoo is on the cover of your album. You didn't pay Xanax any money. Shit.
You're gonna have to
That-
get the generic version, right?
Yeah.
Like Xanadafil or something.
No one can never know what this rapper looks like because we can't put his face on album covers because he's got copyright infringement all over there. It's like Coca-Cola, and fucking BMX up there.
You mentioned teardrop tattoos. I feel like we're at the point now where like just having a single or two like teardrop tattoos is actually kind of tasteful at this point. As far as face tattoos, they're like, I mean, sure, it's a teardrop, but like, like people making excuses, but they're like, maybe he's just sad.
It's like,
Right?
look at
Like,
I
that
kind of
makes
feel like there's a
sense.
lot of businesses where you look at these guys and you're like, well, I mean, yes, he did murder someone, but that's not enough tattoos to be a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
So I
right.
kind of feel like he's a better candidate.
I want to say at some point in that in the culture, you're gonna have like somebody that's specifically known for doing teardrop tattoos. They're like, where did you go to get your teardrop in? It's like, all right, well, we went to like, Jared. I don't know where you're gonna go for your teardrop tattoos, but it's ridiculous.
My all-time favorite face tattoo is from Post Malone, because he has like barbed wire along his hairline, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, if your hair starts to go, people are gonna have like a line of demarcation to see where you started from, and they're gonna be able to track your progress.
Holy shit! Think of that. You know what's crazy too is like at some point, like I don't even see the tattoos. It just looks like visual noise when I'm looking at these rappers. Like Post
No.
Malone, I know he's got a bunch of tats, but I
Couldn't name
can't
one?
remember not one of them. Good name a tattoo. Yeah, unless it's something really generic, like a sailor's anchor with the word "mom" on it
Yeah.
or something. I don't know who's still doing that on their face, but.
Oh, I
So-
definitely know somebody with a heart tattoo. Our friend Harold Wong has a heart
He
tattoo
does.
with the little banner that says "Mom."
Oh, nice. He's like something traditional.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gone like all the way around back to those being cool, right?
Yeah.
It's gotta be. I mean, it's gotta be. Like, if I saw a dude rocking that tattoo and he also was a SoundCloud rapper, I'd be like, that's legit.
But just
Where
like
would be
only
the
that one
coolest
tattoo.
place to get a mom tattoo?
Ooh.
Butt cheek, right?
You say what place?
The coolest place.
Coolest
Oh, the
place.
coolest place. I'd say butthole, right? If you can get that tattooed right on the hole.
With the O like around it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
not even an O there, it's just like M butthole M.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's perfect.
And when you do a
Yeah,
handstand,
that'd
it says wow.
When you're doing that handstand twerk move, right?
Yeah.
That Chad likes to do. Or it's like a handstand but your legs are spread.
Yeah.
and then instead of saying wow, it's like whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, so our characters are still in this hole.
Yeah.
they're trying to get to what's her name at the bottom of the hole, Juliet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they
Juliet.
don't know that Juliet.
That is a brand new looking chain. Like that chain has never. I mean, I know it's a concept, and it's some minutia that we don't even have to concern ourselves
Yeah.
with. But I'm looking at that sparkly chain that's not had a single use.
The people are so dirty and the chain is so clean.
Yeah. When that chain was in the hatch
Which
this whole
sounds
time.
like a SoundCloud rap line, honestly.
It sounds like you got bars.
That's like some philosophical shit. The chain's a metaphor.
The people are dirty, but the chains are clean. I gotta get to the bottom of this hole to fetch my. Oh, this guy's overdosing. I've said overdue. We haven't even made it past the first episode. I'm going to start crazy.
Because this is when we were watching the show going through before, like, I think this is the last time we see Charlie for a long time, because he's dead in the real reality, and in this flash sideways. So it's like 2 whole seasons we don't see any Charlie.
No, well, I mean, when we're going backwards, we didn't see Charlie for a while. But going forwards, we're going to run into him again because, he's to get him back.
Yeah. We got to see his.
Spoilers for the first episode of the 6th season of Lost, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. If you've never watched this before, and this is how you're watching it, and you're worried about spoilers, that's weird.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but Lost essentially, especially the Matthew Fox parts, like Lost takes place after Matthew Fox fakes his own death in Speed Racer, but before he comes back as Racer X, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's
shit.
The whole thing about Lost. He has to reconcile his past before he feels ready to see his family.
Exactly, but it's after he gets like the facial surgery to look like a different kind of handsome guy.
Yeah. This is just like preparing himself. Like he creates like this whole fake alternate family that he has to deal with in this show, including a son that he never had.
And the controversy.
Wait, did they just pull a bag of heroin out of that hobbit?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
He was trying to swallow the whole thing.
Favorite magic trick.
Oh. See, I guess it's a good thing he didn't try to smuggle it in like up his butt, right? Like it would have been a very different scene.
Yeah, but I mean, he almost choked on it.
Passed out if it was up his butt.
Yeah.
Right.
It would have also been very bad if he tried to smuggle it up his butt and then failed and then decided to try and swallow it.
Holy crap. That is some shitty heroin.
Yeah, you ever had to like wipe your butt so vigorously it breaks the balloon of drugs in your butt, and then you spill drugs all over the toilet?
Alternately, like you have a bad night and you eat some bad clams or something, and you got drugs in your butt, so now you just can't keep anything up there.
I think
it's all coming out.
Once you commit to the drugs in the butt, you also commit to not eating.
Yeah, I suppose so, right? Also, how inconvenient is it going to be for you to catch like the flu or get diarrhea if you got drugs in your butt?
I feel like I've watched too many like episodes of Narcos or too many things focusing on like large scale drug things. Because whenever I see somebody like smuggling like a thing of heroin like that, I'm like, really? Is that worth it? Like I thought heroin only came in like things like this big, right?
How do you get something that big in your butt?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, look, Chad, people have talents, right?
I guess not everyone will grow up to be a mule.
I know your computer's homepage is baddragon.com. Like,
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what it is either, but I ain't looking it up.
Don't look it up. Your net nanny is not going to let you go to that website, Chad.
What if somebody is looking for a really bad dragon? Just a straight up bad dragon.
Exactly.
So we know that J.J. Abrams...
Evil chromatic dragon.
Yeah. J.J. Abrams' production company is Bad Robot, so I assume when he starts making fantasy pictures, it'll be Bad Dragon. So get that domain.
Have you been to that website? What is it? robotsfuckingdinosaurs.com?
I have not.
No.
But, that piqued my interest. Is that what is that, Chuck Tingle or something?
I do love Chuck Tingle. No, it's Dinosaurs Fucking Robots.
No,
Robots.
okay.
Oh, that's what it was.
Chad's like, I've been to that one. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Nobody wants to watch robots fuck things because you know they aren't feeling any pleasure out of it.
Yeah. Unless they were programmed to, in which case,
No, I think it's better to watch robots being the ones who are fucking things because they are literal fuck machines.
There's no passion. It's just like a piston. It's literally just a piston.
Oh no, I went on the dinosaurs fucking robots, and now I'm sad.
Oh, no.
They had my childhood favorite dinosaur, the Parasaurolophus, on there getting stroked off by like the Iron Giant, and I just can't. Like, it's too many things in my childhood clashing together, right?
It's like Ready Player One,
Right?
extra bad.
Yeah.
or extra bad.
No, I don't think it's that much worse than Ready Player One.
I think they got off a single fuck in that movie, and that was during the Chucky scene.
Yeah.
You don't want to see things in your childhood interact like that. It would be like seeing Wayne's World kiss an acrimonious divorce. Like, it just shouldn't cross those streams like that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it brings up a lot of emotions, which is something maybe sometimes you want that when you're watching porn.
You want that emotional connection to your porn.
So, yeah, we've got Brom down in under the statue shooting at Locke, or is it Locke?
That is, yeah, right. Or no, that's the dude from like that first season of Survivor who's naked the whole time, right?
Richard Hatch from Battlestar Galactica.
I know that we normally have a conversation about whether or not it's a Battlestar Galactica guy or not.
Yeah.
But now I'm really starting to wonder: do they have the same name?
I think we've looked it up previously. But yeah, Richard Hatch is the naked guy from the first season of Survivor, and also the name of the guy who played Starbuck.
Oh, I think I remember us talking about this previously.
We talk about it all too much. I don't know why we talk about it so much.
Richard Hatch was Apollo on the original.
Apollo.
Yeah.
And Tom Zarek in the reimagined version.
So is this the same smoke in Game of Thrones? Like, is this the red-haired lady from Game of Thrones?
No, it's not her baby. It's the first dude that was bad on the island. Monkey Face's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a guy. It's the guy in the black shirt, right?
Yeah.
There's like a black shirt guy and a white shirt guy.
Yeah, he's the man in black.
Yeah, there's the man in black.
They
and the
stare
man
longingly at each other while Coldplay sings their song, right?
Oh wow, yeah, that sounds like it would be a definite.
You're longing for a different kind of love, though.
And it feels like they almost kiss.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think that's what they're like, kind of like. That's the way that it came out, but they're supposed to be brothers. And I don't know if the show's going that Game of Thrones-y about it.
Yeah. I think it could have had, because they were raised on the island just by themselves and their mother. So I think as little boys, they may have experimented with some kissing.
So you think it's like an Adam and Eve thing, right?
Yeah.
Or like
Blue Lagoon.
Just,
yeah.
Are you going with the return to the Blue Lagoon?
Yeah, so
logic here?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just Blue Lagoon. I don't even know why I went sequel on that one. That movie they made twice.
I presume that they fucked more in the sequels.
Yeah. I would hope so.
How did that movie get made? Weren't those like legitimate like teenagers?
Yeah.
Brooke Shields like 14 years old and making the whole movie?
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Yeah, that is an odd movie now that I think about it.
Like, how was that actually allowed?
Was Roman Polanski involved in making that movie?
Maybe.
I don't understand how it was released. Like, I think that we've all read enough GOP started rumors about Hollywood that we can understand how it got made. But how did it get put in theaters?
Why did it get so many Oscars? Did it get Oscars? I don't know.
No,
I think
I
the
thought it
first-
was like a flop, right?
okay.
Well, the first one was Brooke Shields. The second one was just like random actors, right? Like two. They just went.
Yeah, I
like,
think that
Probably.
the second one, they're just like, hey, we can get naked teenagers on screen. Let's do this again.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It was like the Wild Things model, right? Where like the first one had Denise Richards and
Yeah.
Neve Campbell, and then all the other ones were just like
there are more Wild Thing movies.
there are like 5 Wild Things movies.
I've never seen the first one. I know about it. I just didn't know now.
You've
I
just
know
seen that
there's
one
sequels
scene
to it.
over and over again.
It's the whole Wild Things cinematic universe, right? The WTCU.
Yeah. They're collecting. What are they collecting in there? All those movies. Evidence. I don't know.
Yeah. Swamp Jewels.
It's okay. So the film Wild Things has 3 direct-to-DVD sequels.
Wow.
Wild Things
Holy-
2,
Hmm.
Wild Things 2, Wild Things, Diamonds in the Rough.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
And by the 4th one, they just dropped all pretenses and it's called Wild Things Foursome.
What? There is a specific audience that they're appealing to, like people that are like, you know what, we need more of. I need more Wild Things. Like there's somebody trumpeting that. Somebody's the Christopher Walken of that. Like they're just more Wild Things, baby. Something is happening. That is so bizarre.
I tried to go back and rewatch Wild Things.
No.
Well, like, I wanted to like it because it was pulpy, and the whole thing stems from a false rape accusation.
Oh,
like
that's
a
right.
made-up rape, and,
Yeah.
and it's just like this is just in such bad taste.
Yeah, it was
It's
a
hard to
tone of the
watch.
time. Right, it's weird, right? Because that's the time when we've still got hero cops and everything that are getting jacked up by just random do-badders. I don't know. I don't even know what the plot of the movie is. I'm making wild swings from like general YouTube
Wild
things I've
swings
seen.
about wild things.
The newest podcast
Oh,
that we're going to be
yeah.
bringing to everyone. Wild Swings. It's mostly about that movie
Yeah.
and baseball.
That's also a great website. Yeah.
Could Wild Swings be like Major League 3, where they have someone
Yeah.
who's like the reboot of Charlie Sheen's character? Except, he's trying to. He's like a batter. Okay, I see.
Right.
Is Charlie Sheen still alive?
I think so.
I
think so.
better be.
Sure. I think I would have heard of it. I don't think I heard of it.
Like
That-
he's a warlock, so I don't
That
think
whole
he's capable.
saga was wild because everyone was like, "Oh man, Charlie Sheen is hilarious," and then we all decided like at once, "Oh no, wait, this isn't funny. This guy has a serious problem.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't be laughing at
Yeah.
this." And then we just kind of
I
forgot about
think
it.
it was when he got diagnosed with HIV, and we were like, okay, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You know, I don't know. It feels like anybody that's ever been on any of those Comedy Central roasts, like you
Hmm.
just don't hear about them anymore. Except for that one,
Yeah.
became the president.
You can't stop hearing about him.
I know. Just took a turn. Sorry, Nick. I saw your demeanor change immediately.
It's okay. Just deflated a little bit. It's okay.
Hey, we're doing great. We're
Yeah.
talking about philosophers like John Locke and wild
Yeah.
things.
Ooh.
Look, do we want to go into the second treatise on government here? I mean, that was pretty much, it was the basis for a large part of our Constitution.
Yeah, it's important. So the
I like how
episodes.
last time you came to the show with all the research about
John
Locke and
I did.
philosophy, and this time you come to the show with all the research on music videos made about Lost. Coldplay,
It's
specifically the Coldplay.
my whole, like, the past 2 weeks for me have been, like, watching music videos and also just watching A Star Is Born on repeat. Because it's, like, the only thing that gives me, like, comfort and pleasure in this dark time in our nation's history is the movie A Star Is Born starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
I've
have
watched almost
not-
exclusively cartoons on Netflix.
Oh no. I've not yet seen A Star Is Born. I don't have any reason why not. I just haven't seen it.
A Star Is Born is fantastic because there are moments of it that are really good and moving and effective, and there are moments that are just awful. And it's the whole spectrum of emotions. Like there are parts of that movie that make me cry, and then there are parts where like Lady Gaga clearly has no idea what she's like supposed to be doing in this scene, so she just like looks off into the distance.
Whoa.
It is a phenomenal movie, and I cried this morning listening to like the soundtrack.
Oh damn.
And then there's a song that she sings, like Shallow, that's like really beautiful and amazing and gorgeous. And there's a song that she sings where the first two lines are, "Why do you look so good in those jeans? Why'd you come around me with an ass like that?" And you're like, this movie encompasses the breadth of the human experience.
That's great.
And maybe I just relate to it because Bradley Cooper is like a guy who's like a little puffy, little red in the face, long hair, shaggy beard, who like hates himself.
No.
Like I'm like, oh, okay, maybe Lady Gaga could.
That's amazing. I've never seen the movie, but every time that movie gets brought up, like the thing I hear the most is that Bradley Cooper kept that dog. Like he kept that dog at the end of the film or whatever. That's the only thing I know about the movie, sorta. Oh, we're done.
Wait, are you allowed?
We are
That
done with
dog's
episode
like an
1.
actor. Like,
Yeah, he's got like a trainer and stuff. Yeah,
the set, right? Like
that was some dude's
somebody owned that
livelihood.
dog earlier.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you see like The Sixth Sense and you're like, Bruce Willis kept that kid, or M. Night Shyamalan adopted that kid.
Like everybody sees Haley Joel Osment now, but there's actually a bunch of like really younger Haley Joel Osments in a bat somewhere that they're gonna bring out for so many years.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna
no.
have to end this stream and start a new one for the next episode.
Oh, we're not just doing one continuous 18-hour-long stream?
No. So I want to be able to record it and have it up on YouTube afterwards, so I was breaking them up into hour chunks.
All right,
Okay,
I'm not going to send out another link to this.
Yeah. It should stay on the same Facebook thing, though. So if you're watching on Facebook right now, we're just going to drop out of the stream's going to drop out for a second or for a minute, and then it'll be back on. Yeah, but thank you, Nick, for joining
us.
us.
Talk about A Star Is Born some amount of time.
Before we leave, I do want to say thank you to Nick
for
joining us today.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me on. It's been a lot of fun. I've missed seeing your faces.
Yeah, we've been seeing you around. Hope you come back to Hawaii sometime when there's not a fucking plague.
I definitely will. All right, thanks for having me on,
All
boys.
right, yeah.
All right,
see you, man.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Shooties.
Take care.
Okay, so we have to call John
We're switching
Yabez.
to a new guest, right? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go switch over to John Yabez.
I was going to feel bad if we were going to have Murray on twice, and I just kicked him off.
You're like, we'll bring Murray back, like, hey, you're back!
Find John and add him to our...
Murray back.